Guys, what's up? It's me, Meat Puppet. I got another video for you today. This one is gonna be a little weird and interesting. And if you see me laugh a little more than I'm not supposed to, right? Remember, it's just a defense mechanism. Because if I take it too seriously as I'm not allowed to do anymore due my MS, because my brain starts crunching, So just so you know, you will see it in my eyes. I'm not laughing with passion. I'm laughing with disgust. Okay? London County School Board member resigns amid backlash over the alleged transgender bathroom assault. So it seems somebody did some funky to a little girl because they just opened the transgender. Well, no, they gave transgender were allowed to go to men or women's bathroom and nobody cares, right? So he went in, there was a girl there and he assaulted her, funky style. Imagine if something happened to your daughter and when you go complain and the teachers are telling you, yeah, well, there's no transgender kid. Where are all the people that say believe all women? So a little girl gets funkied. And now as a father, I'm like, hey, give me answer. You don't give me answer, but you arrest the father because he wants an answer. And then when the parents complain, you call the FBI to investigate parents that want you to teach them in a way they are paying you to teach the kids. No, you add new stuff, new things like we can't convince the older people. Let's convince their kids. Because we're not making the kids, but we're doing for the world. We don't want more children, but we will convince the children. It's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird. It's like, if you told me this back in the day, I would be laughing so much. Like, that's not gonna happen. You're a crazy person. You're telling me the things that the crazy church people are telling me back then in the 90s is gonna happen in 20 years? No way! Humanity will never do something like that. Right? A member of London County Board announced her resignation on Friday amid a recall effort and ongoing controversies over the reported case of sexual assault in school. Oof. Please accept this letter, bada beam, I don't freaking care. She said something on Facebook and bada beam, bada boom. It was not easy decision or a decision made in haste. Yeah, but you made in haste arrested papa, right? Bart was already facing a recall attempt by parents group called Fight for School, which accused Bart for initiating a targeting campaign against parents who opposed critical race theory. Imagine, you don't agree with what they're teaching your kids, you don't want them to make your kids racist, but when you disagree, the cops are investigating you because you think that has to be there, if not racism will prevail. I don't want my kid to believe that. I'm black, he's white looking, but he has a black nose, a black pee-pee maybe too, and curly hairs. How am I gonna identify my kid? I don't want anybody to look at my kid like, you're not really black, or you're not really white, or you're freaking kidding me. My kid should enjoy his life, right? However, the resignation came days after the county resident Scott Smith alleged that a gender-fluid boy was wearing a skirt sexually assaulted his daughter in a school bathroom on May 28 in an interview with Daily Wire. The school board voted in August to allow transgender students to use the school bathroom matching their gender identity. Smith claimed that he had attempted to bring up the assault on his daughter at a school board meeting on June 22, but he was arrested by police before he could speak. Wow! At the same meeting, school superintendent Scott Ziegler said the predator transgender student or person simply does not exist, adding that we don't have any records of assault occurring in a restroom. What? The London County Sheriff Office attempted to clarify the reports but said it was limited as what information can be released because the case is ongoing. There has been misinformation circulating regarding an investigation into a reported sexual assault that occurred on May 28, bada bing bada boom, in the high school, and the sheriff said in the press release. Okay, whatever you want. So if you look at it like this, you're going to be like, there's not like a lot of information. But that's the thing, the school is not giving enough information that even the father is going to the school board meeting like, you're not giving me anything. This happened to my daughter. They did investigation of her body. But when they want to ask for an answer, the only thing you're saying is it doesn't exist. Why? Normally, isn't it like believe all women, these left-wing things, whenever somebody comes out to go against Trump, believe the woman and everything? Why don't you believe the little girl? It surprises me. That's why I'm always guiding my kids right now to be very careful. I already told my wife, stop kissing my son. Stop making it normal. She says, what do you mean? Because if you do that, the kid might think that is a normal thing. He will start kissing people and you have no idea how other people will react at the school. I don't want that. I don't feel comfortable. I know I have to be protective about him, but I'm teaching my kids, hug people you know, like your family, like your nephew, in family friends that we trust. We're not gonna hug everybody out there. It shouldn't be normal, because that is how they will take advantage of kids when these things are happening. So, let's watch the news clip.
Loudoun County, Virginia has become the epicenter for parents fighting back against woke curriculum in school. Now, facing backlash over a reported case of sexual assault in school and a parent-led recall petition, one of the members of the controversial school board has resigned. Beth Bartz, writing in a Facebook post, quote, "This was not an easy decision or a decision made in haste. It is the right decision to resign." She did not say why or regarding what issue has led to her resignation. What is your reaction as a parent there in Loudoun County?
So she resigned because the sex scandal broke out. This should have been stopped from the get-go. This should have been stopped as soon as this incident happened. Yet what they did was, because they wanted to pass the transgender policy, they moved the kid from one high school to another. And they just moved one problem from one area to another area. That's what they did. They didn't care about the parent. They didn't care about the child who was raped.
Right.
That's not what they cared about. They cared about the policy. They cared about, getting likes. They cared about getting publicity over this.
Yes, it's just like, for example, specific cities, they will do everything not to please the people, but please the government or the UN and everything like Europe or whatever, just to look good. And they don't care about how this will affect the kids. They just want the people to see that my school is progressive, keep sending me money. They suck sometimes. But a lot of times when the parents go complain about it, they're like, well, we're doing our best. But we're paying you. You're supposed, oh no, it's hard. No, you need to do good, because if you mess up my kid, I will get him out of that school. And I'm so happy there's so many Muslims at my school, because they can't say that, ooh, that's homophobic, because no, they will get backfired. Oh, you're being racist? So my Christian son is happy.
So us as parents, of course we're going to be pissed off. Of course we're going to be mad. When these school board members, they call on to the DOJ and calling us terrorists, domestic terrorists. They're the pedophiles. They're the terrorists. They're the one that messing up with our kids' future.
Imagine, you are messing with them and they call the FBI on you. When there's a kid that had funky with a girl and he suddenly disappears and they tell you he doesn't exist. What do you mean?
Where's the FBI? Where's the DOJ? Why hasn't it been investigated? No one's talking about it. Only because it broke out, the second incident happened, that's when she resigns, because she was at the school board meeting saying, is there any incident in the bathroom that we know of? And the superintendent denies the whole thing. He's next. Everybody on that school board should be resigning by tomorrow.
I'm sure the FBI is going to go to, what do you mean with you're next? We're going to do some investigation. Come back to our office. We need to have a talk.
To the families and students involved, my heart aches for you, and I am sorry that we failed to provide the safe, welcoming, and affirming environment that we aspire to provide.
Because first of all, if somebody did something to my kid, and your mission was protecting your school because you made a law normal to look woke to get social points, it would not surprise me. I want to beat your face in. I'm not advocating for violence, but why can you change stuff that affect my kid in such a way, and then you want to put a bandage to heal it? Prevent the wound. Why do you try to wound kids in so many special ways, and you decide what kind of way we're gonna treat the wound? It's my freaking kid.
How did everybody in power become seemingly so out of touch with everyone who lives in that district or the parents in that district? How is it they have been so unaccountable?
These people are part of the woke nation. Okay? They want brownie points from these people. They
Don't you?
care about the parents or the children at all. Okay? When you see the school curriculums declining, where a 5th grader just starts to learn how to multiply and divide, that's a bad sign. That should be done in 3rd grade. These people get into these positions with only one intention, to only pass their own agenda, and that's it.
Is there,
not doing
Dimas, is there
anything for
more
the
support?
kids.
Is there more support for them than we realize from the videos that we see? Certainly we see the videos of protest and we see the people like yourself who are upset, but I mean, I don't know, is there a strong voting constituency out there that we're not hearing from? I don't understand how they're in power. That's my bottom line question. Why are they there? Are there people in Loudoun County who support this point of view?
I don't either. Well, and the problem is, like, you know, maybe we should have started looting and rioting and burning stuff down so we don't be titled as terrorists and they actually listen to us.
I mean, Papa made an interesting point. He is right. Maybe you should be going out just like Antifa and Black Lives Matter and start burning everything around and take your children to have fun. Like, hey, this is how we're going to make a fire, right? But I'm sure that if they do it, of course, they will arrest us, right? Or not? Do you really think I can make a big protest and start burning everything because a school is being gangster? They're not going to allow it. They're not going to allow it at all. I'm sure it's not going to be like billions that BLM broke. Everybody wants to support all these groups. But they don't want to support the parents because they have a stable home, so they don't really need any help. There's not much to say after that all I can say, man, if you have a kid in school, you have to be active. You have to be active because they will eat your kid, spit him out. And before you send him to the university, he might already be a monster. But then in the university, he might be a trained monster. I already talked to my wife. I already showed her a few things. And she is very attentive now at school and at the university. And we're not motivating our kids to go to university. We're motivating him to start learning by himself, just like on YouTube and everything. And just educate himself about his own options. I don't want to send a kid, and when he comes back from the school, he's just a US American social justice kid. Nah, man. I'm not gonna kick him out, but you're not gonna talk in a specific way and tell me what's important when you don't even understand what the world has to offer. And then complain, oh, my family doesn't support me. Well, you're not supposed to betray them. It doesn't make any sense. You can't just come back, yeah, Papa, Mama's kinds have treated you like a slave. She's a white, wait, that's my wife. What's wrong with you, right? Anyway, like, share, bada beam, bada boom, and leave a comment. Let me know your opinion. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turloqueta verdeta welcome. Dem vida mi a tu iniciativa, padrei ku indica e também que sung sativa. Te ainda no que acepta ku eta medicina Bob di nang di eta causa rebeldia. Cooking